Morning, good morning. Good to be back Tuesday morning. If you have a strap, it would be terrific if you could grab that. If not, you might use a scarf or a tie. Doesn't matter if you don't have one. You can. It'll just be to stretch the hamstring, so you'll be able to hold the back of the leg. And I thought we might start in a reclined position this morning. So lying down, either with the legs stretched out or feet stepped up close to the buttocks. If you would prefer to sit to begin, that's absolutely fine. So just take these first few moments to arrive, to land, gather what you need for your practice, and then settle down, settle in, sighing the breath away. An opportunity to return home in this moment, to let go of the outside world. I thought we might actually begin this morning with the cannon breath. I haven't done this for a while. So in a moment, we're going to take little sips of air through the nose. We pause and then we let the breath come rushing out through the mouth, just like a cannon going off. And before we exhale, that final exhale, I'll invite you to bring as much tension into the body as you can as well. So just exhale all breath to begin. And then breathing in, and then a little more, little more, little more. Hold the breath. Now tighten and tense the body as much as you can. And then when you need to, let the breath come rushing out through the mouth as you relax the body. So let's do this twice more. When you're ready, breathing in, little sips of air, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. And then hold the breath, tighten the body, and then let the breath come rushing out through the mouth as you relax the body. So once more of these. And then just making sure that you are as comfortable as possible now. And then allow your awareness to be pulled wherever it wishes to go. What is drawing your attention right now? It might be a sensation, it might be a sound, a feeling, an object. See if you can focus now on one sensation or feeling or sound and give it your full undivided attention. Hold your awareness here a little longer, a little longer. Can you observe without naming, labeling, judging, or reacting? And then let it go. Allow your attention now to move a little deeper. Allow yourself to travel beneath your outer shell, beneath the unique manifestation of yourself, home to the ground of your being, that place of witness to all that you are thinking and feeling, that place that knows no boundaries, no separation. And from this place of wholeness, of witness, begin to notice any feeling or lack of feeling that is stored in your body. Do you feel tension or tightness or heaviness, or perhaps butterflies in your chest or your tummy? What sensations are you aware of? Do the feelings and sensations have a color, a weight, a texture? Or perhaps you feel numb. Allow yourself to receive that the numbness or the heaviness or the tension, as if you were welcoming a friend. Let the feelings and sensations know that here on your yoga mat, they will not be shoved aside or ignored. Tell the feelings and sensations that in this place, anxiety, sadness, anger will be embraced with acceptance and compassion. In our practice this morning, we're going to work with some practices that are designed to help us cope with the ups and downs of life, with tension and fatigue, heartache and stress. So I'd like you now to call to mind someone in your life who has said yes to you. A wise being, perhaps a teacher, a great aunt, or loving friend who gives you strength and who has loved you dearly. Invite them into this space to be with you now. Spend a few moments just being with this person, and imagine you are beginning to draw in the strength of mind and spiritual state of this divine teacher or being or friend. Visualize yourself drawing in their desirable qualities, breathing their energy, their essence into you. Hold the image of this great being in your mind. And allow yourself to open to them inwardly. Imagine that their power and wisdom is flowing into you. Notice how it feels to be in their company. Imagine now that they are beginning to chant Om. And as they do so, imagine the vibrations of Om entering your very being. Hear the sound of Om as they chant in your direction. You might like to begin chanting Om to yourself silently. I'm going to come back to meet you on my mat now. If you're in a seated position, I'll invite you to lie down now. If you've got a blanket over you, you can keep that there for the moment, but just free your arms out to the side. Making sure now that you are lying in a straight line, not leaning to the left nor right. We're going to, in a moment, stretch through the body, weaving in the chant of Om. So let's exhale all breath to begin. And then on the next inhalation, sweeping the arms up overhead, pointing the toes, stretching from fingertip to toe tip, and chanting the arms down. So just continue in your own time with this, breathing in through the nose. Let's keep going. Inhale. Two more. And last one. Take a resting breath. We're going to go straight into the dynamic leg lock pose. So again, inhale. If you've got a blanket over, you'll need to probably move that out of the way now. And on our next exhalation, we're going to draw the right knee in and interlace the fingers around the knee. You can lift the head towards the knee if there's no neck issues. And then inhale, stretch the leg away, arms lift up and overhead. And again, as we exhale, we draw the right knee in. 3 more of these. Now this last one, keep the head down as you draw that right knee in. We're going to hold on to the knee and now point the left toes, and as we inhale, raise that left leg up, flexing the foot. And as we exhale, lowering the left leg down. Heel can hover off the floor. And then we point the toes, inhale. And flex, exhale. 3 more of these. Just keeping the skin of the face soft, relaxing the mouth, the teeth, the tongue, the forehead. When you finish that 5th one, just let the left heel rest down on the mat. Release your arms out to the side. Keep the right knee into the chest. We're going to make some nice slow circles with this right knee in the air. Saying good morning to our right hip. Keeping the left foot flexed, so we're not forgetting about that side of the body, that leg. Relaxing your shoulders. Letting the scalp relax, head heavy on the floor. Good, and then reversing directions. Good, and then bring that knee back to center, placing the right foot on the left thigh, left hand to the outer edge of the knee. We're moving into a twist. So bring that right arm up to shoulder height, palm facing up or down, whatever feels best for your shoulder. We'll take a deep breath in, and then we're taking that knee over to the left side, endeavoring to keep the right shoulder in contact with the floor, and then either looking straight up, or if the neck's feeling okay this morning, you might turn to look towards your right fingers. And breathe. Good, and then gently bring that knee back to center, give it a bit of a hug, and then stretch the right leg away. All right, so let's do that same sequence now on the other side. So breathing in, extending the arms up overhead. And as we exhale, drawing the left knee in. Option to lift the head towards the knee. Inhale, stretch the leg away, arms lift up and overhead. And exhale, draw the knee in. So 3 more of these. And the last one you bring in, you'll leave the head on the floor, giving that left knee a hug, pointing the right toes. And as we breathe in, we're raising that right leg up, flexing the foot. And exhale. So again, heel can hover off the floor, point the toes. Inhale, raise the leg up. And flex. And exhale. 3 more. And the last one, let the heel touch down, release your arms, keep the left knee in the air, and now we're making some slow circles with this left knee, keeping awareness running through that right leg, so right foot flexed, shoulders relaxed, skin of the face soft. Good, and then reversing directions. Then we're going to place that left foot on the right thigh, right hand to the outer edge of the left knee. Left arm is out to shoulder height, palm facing up or down, deep breath in. And as we exhale, carrying that knee across the body, trying to relax that left shoulder down and either looking straight up or turning to look towards your left fingers. Good. And then gently bring that knee back to center, give it a hug and a squeeze. And stretch that left leg away. Give the legs a bit of a shake. You might like to sigh the breath away. Now, if you've got a strap or a scarf or a tie, we're going to just grab that now. Don't worry if you don't have anything. We'll step both feet up close to the buttocks. So if you don't have any props, you can just take the right leg up, interlace the fingers behind the right thigh, or perhaps the calf. If you have got a strap, some of you might be able to reach up to hold onto your big toe. Otherwise, we're popping the strap around the ball of the right foot, holding onto the two ends of the strap, not the strap with one hand, because we want to keep the upper chest broad, shoulders relaxing down towards the ground, tucking the chin forward so the back of the neck is long. Feel the lower part of the spine contacting the floor. Now we can keep the left leg bent or stretch it out. With it bent, it's a little bit more support for the lower back. We're looking up towards the left big toe and connecting with our breath. Now, if you find that the mind is quite active this morning, jumping around, taking you away from the present moment into the past or the future, you might like to come back to the mantra Om. Just chant to yourself silently, perhaps even closing the eyes, focusing on the center of your forehead. So this is Shambhavi Mudra, eyebrow center gazing. You can do this with the eyes open or closed. I tend to prefer with the eyes closed, but you can experiment with that. Just coming to the chant of Om. So helping to bring your attention to one point. So we're not allowing our attention to be pulled in all different directions. That crazy monkey mind that wants to jump all over the place. So we know with our yoga, we're working to retrain the mind to be our servant, not the master of us. Now this morning, we're also going to stretch the inner thigh muscle, the adductor. So if we haven't already, straighten that left leg. Now we do need to hold the strap with one hand, the right hand, or you can hold the leg if you don't have a strap. And I like to place the left hand on my left hip just to keep that left side grounded. As we exhale, we just start to slowly take that right leg out to the side. So we want to try to keep the left buttock contacting the floor, so not rolling over to that right side too much. Keep the left foot flexed. Keep the breath flowing. Perhaps a gentle smile on your lips. Good. And then slowly bring that right leg back to center. Release that leg down, step both feet up close to the buttocks and take a breath. Right, so now we're going to extend the left leg up. So either holding the leg or the strap is around the ball of the left foot. Right leg stays bent, or you can extend it long. Keeping those shoulders broad so the upper chest is open. There's lots of space to breathe into the lungs. Mouth is relaxed, skin of the face soft. And again, perhaps coming back to the soothing mantra Om. Chanting to yourself as you gaze at the center of your forehead, Shambhavi Mudra. Good. And then we're going to hold the two ends of the strap with the left hand, or hold the left leg. Straighten that right leg if it's bent. You might like to place the right hand on the hip. And then as we exhale, we're taking that left leg over to the left side, trying to keep that right buttock in contact with the floor, right foot flexed, and breathing. Good. And then bring that left leg back to center. Release the strap. Just bring both feet up close to the buttocks. Take a breath here. And then we're going to draw the knees in, crossing the legs at the ankles, a hand on each knee, and making some little circles on the floor with the lower back. Good. And then come back to center, cross the legs the other way, circling in the opposite direction. Good, back to center. Now we're going to do a little bit of cycling with the legs. If you'd like a bit of extra support for the lower back, you can slip the hands under the buttocks. Otherwise, you can keep the arms out to the side. So we're going to bring both knees in towards the chest, and like we're cycling a bike upside down, we start to make these giant, slow circles with the legs. Chin tucking forward. So great for warming up all of the joints, the hips, the knees, the ankles, helping to improve circulation. So as the weather gets colder, we know this is really important to keep our joints fluid, lubricated, moving. Good, and then we'll reverse those circles. So we're cycling backwards. Good, and then take the legs straight up and push the heels up towards the sky. So the toes are pointing back towards you. Now we're going to lower one leg at a time, nice and slowly. So the slower we do this, the more effective. So we'll take a deep breath in, and then as we exhale, we're lowering the right leg down. Try and keep the left leg completely still. Heel can hover, and then inhale, raise that leg up, and exhale, lower the left leg down. Breathing in as we raise the left leg, and breathing out. Inhale, raise the right leg, and exhale. Keep going. Those of you who've got a bit more energy this morning and no lower back issues, you might like to start lowering the two legs together. Otherwise, just keep alternating from side to side. Endeavouring to keep them straight, but of course you can let them bend if you need to. And straight up. So we'll do a few more of these. Keep the breath flowing. One or two more. So make sure if you're working alternate legs that you work evenly, balancing. When you finish, just draw those knees in and rock from side to side. See if you can rock right over to your elbow, and then use the elbow to help push you back to center and to the other side. Good. All right, let's roll over to one side, and we're going to just slowly make our way up into a standing position. Taking your time. Coming into mountain pose. Spread your toes, Tadasana. Roll the shoulders back and down, palms facing forward. This also helps to keep the chest broad, so shoulders are relaxed. You might like to close the eyes for a moment, perhaps even come back to Shambhavi Mudra, gaze into the center of your forehead, perhaps even chanting Om to yourself silently. And just taking a moment to feel the stability of this pose. This is a very grounding pose where we can feel our own stability, feeling very steady, firm on the earth, connected to the earth, while at the same time lengthening the crown of the head up towards the heavens, just like a mountain peak. So we've got a firm, stable, solid base. And the top half of us is lengthening up towards the sky. So we're going to do a very simple arm movement and incorporate some words now. So on your next inhalation, raising the arms up, and we'll just say to ourselves the words, stable mountain. Bring the palms together, press down through the feet, and then exhale the hands down through your center as you say the word peace. So very simple words. Stable mountain. Peace. Keep going at your own pace. Stable mountain. Peace. Stable mountain. Stable mountain. One more like this. Stable mountain. Peace. Now drop the words. Inhale, raise the arms up. We're going to interlace the fingers, turn the palms up. If this is a bit much for your shoulders, you can separate the arms, and we're leaning over to the left side. Breathe yourself back to center, press down through the feet, and leaning over to the right. Inhale back to center, and release the arms down. So we're going to do 4 more of these. Long, smooth inhalation. And long, smooth exhalation. Two more. Finish. Take a resting breath. Again, bring your gaze to the center of the forehead. Okay, we're going to work now with bird. So on the next inhale, we're taking the arms up. You might like to look up and have a little bit of a back bend. And then on the exhale, bending the legs, brushing your fingers along the floor. Legs can stay bent or straight in here. Inhale. Perhaps a little back bend, and arms by your side. So work at your own pace with this. You can keep it really slow or you might like to speed it up this morning. Listening to your body and what is most appropriate for your body this morning. Next time we come into the forward fold, we're going to stay there and move into dog. So let the arms dangle down, walk your feet back. Let's have 2 or 3 breaths in dog. Any issues with your wrists or shoulders this morning? Jill, be careful with your arm this morning. You can always just come down onto all fours. You can come into child pose a bit earlier. Otherwise, holding dog, stretching out the backs of the legs a little bit more. And then come down onto your knees and rest in child. Now we're going to rest for a breath and just chant very silently Om, or whisper a very soft Om. Then inhale back onto all fours, tuck your toes into dog. Walk your feet forward, take the arms back behind. Inhale, come all the way up. And arms by your sides. We'll do a couple more of these. Breathing in. And breathing out. Take the arms down, walk the feet back into down face dog pose. So 2 or 3 breaths here if you'd like to. As you come down onto the knees. Good. And then into cat and child, and we chant Om. Into cat and dog. Walk the feet forward. Take the arms up behind. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, last one without my voice. You come back into Tadasana. Take a breath. Have a little bend in the legs and starting to bounce and shake. Perhaps blow the breath out through the mouth. Allowing any heaviness, any fatigue, any any stress to drain down through the body into the earth. Good, and then just slowing that movement down. Again, come back into mountain pose, lengthening up through the crown top. Deep breath in. Side away. Let's hold on to the opposite elbow. So keep the feet about hip width apart. We're just going to do a little bit of squatting. So again, you can keep this really slow or you can speed it up, but really feeling into your legs, feeling the connection with the ground, feeling strength through your legs. I like to turn the sides of the mouth up slightly, keep the face soft and relaxed. Push down as you lift up. Push into the earth to help you lift up. Feeling the support of Mother Earth. Let's do a couple more. Relax, bring the hands into prayer. I like to again close the eyes, relax your shoulders, gazing at the center of your forehead, Shambhavi Mudra. One Om. Om. On the next inhale, let's interlace the fingers, raise the elbows. And as we exhale, we're rounding the back. Breathing in as we take the arms above the head and let the arms float down. Interlacing the fingers behind. Breathe into the heart and lift the arms. Okay, bring the palms back to touch. And exhale. Interlacing your fingers, squeeze the shoulder blades together and lift the arms up. We'll add Uttanasana, a forward fold in the sequence. So interlacing the fingers, breathing in and coming forward. So legs bent or straight here. We'll stay here for a breath. And inhale, come up, bring the palms to touch. And exhale. So 2 more of these. Staying for a breath. So, last one. And take a breath or 2 here. Release the arms down. Just stepping towards the fronts of your mats, standing into Tadasana, arms by your sides. So again, feeling the connection of the earth beneath the feet and lengthening up through the crown of the head towards the heavens. So thinking of the qualities of a mountain and seeing if you can embody that solid, steady mountain. Feel that mountain within yourself. So let's come back to that practice we did earlier. Inhale, raising the arms up as you say to yourself, stable mountain. Exhaling down through the center, peace. 4 more of these. Stable mountain. Stable mountain. Stable mountain. Last one. Take a breath. So I thought we'd go through a few rounds of Surya Namaskar this morning. Salute to the sun. Nice and slowly. And when we're in dog, we'll hold it for a few breaths. And if you'd like to join with me, we'll chant one Om. So exhaling all breath. Inhale. Exhale. Little baby back bend. And exhale, come forward. Legs bent or straight here. So we're going to step the right leg back. The knee can be in the air or down on the mat. And then into plank, down into the 8-pointed position, through into a low cobra, bend the legs, back into dog. So we're holding dog. We'll take a breath in here. Look towards your hands, stepping the right leg forward and the left. Inhale, come up. And exhale. So 3 more of these. Breathe in. Breathe out. Left leg back into plank. Knees, elbows, chest and chin through into cobra. And back into dog. Breathing in. And stepping the left leg forward and the right. Inhale, come up. Exhale. So right leg back and the left into plank, down to the 8-pointed position. Through into Bhujangasana, back into Ardha Mukha Svanasana, down face dog pose. Breathing in. And then stepping the right leg forward and left. Inhale. Last one without my voice. Just resting the hands at the heart. Shambhavi Mudra, gazing at the center of the forehead. And let's chant one Om. Deep breath in. All right, let's take the legs wide apart. Turning the left toes around, right toes in a little bit, going into triangle, Trikonasana. So when you're ready, raising the arms to shoulder height, turning to the left, leaning over, take the left hand down. Any issues with the shoulder, you might rest this right hand on your hip. Otherwise, we're extending the right arm up and then either looking towards your left big toe forward or up towards your right thumb, if that's okay for your neck. Keep the face relaxed and breathe. We're going to add a couple of extra poses to this sequence so we're not staying too long. Bring the head to neutral. Inhale, come up, turn to the left and bend the left leg. So coming into Virabhadrasana 2. So option to rest the hands on the hips if that's better for your shoulders. Otherwise, the arms are in a straight line. We soften the shoulders, gazing along that left middle finger. And then turning the left palm up. And as we exhale, coming into Dancing Warrior. Inhale, back to Warrior 2, and exhale. All right, let's turn the legs around. And when you're ready, breathe in, raise the arms, turn to the right, leaning over, take the right hand down. So again, option to rest that top hand on your hip. Otherwise, we're extending that left arm up. Be careful of your neck. Breathe. Good. Bring the head to neutral. Inhale, come up. Turn to the right, bending the right leg. Virabhadrasana 2. So soften the shoulders, gazing along that right middle finger. Make sure you're not clenching the teeth. Softening the forehead, scalp. Turn that right palm up. Exhale, Dancing Warrior. And back to Warrior 2. And exhale. Bring those legs in. We'll come back into mountain pose one last time. I like to close the eyes, soften the shoulders, gazing at the center of the forehead, quietening the mind. A little equation in yoga: steady breath, steady mind. So just notice the breath, what's happening to the breath. So one last standing pose before we come down. We're going to work with tree pose, Vrikshasana. So bring the weight into the left foot and pick up the right. So either on top of the left foot or to the ankle or the upper thigh, just not against your inner knee. Hands can come into Jana Mudra, and then we'll raise our branches out to the side. I'd like to work with the words: a strong wind cannot disturb my core. A strong wind cannot disturb my core. So you've got a really strong, solid trunk running down through that left leg. Perhaps visualizing roots traveling down under the foot into the earth. To keep you steady, to keep you connected to the earth. So the top part of you might be moving around a bit. The breeze of the wind, but you have a very solid base, steady, firm. Let's release the arms, release the leg, back into our mountain pose. Stable mountain, peace. try the other side. Strong wind cannot disturb my core. The arms down very slowly. Come to sit down. We're just going to work with a few rounds of table. I know some of you don't love table, in which case you might prefer to work with bridge at this point, so you can lie down in a semi-supine position. Otherwise, come along with me. So feet are hip width, the hands are behind us, chest moving forward, shoulders back. When you're ready, inhale, lift yourself up. You might be able to look up, if that's okay for your neck. And as you exhale, lower down. Synchronize with your breath. So breathing in, we lift. And breathing out, we lower. Connecting with your strength here to lift you up. And lower. So we'll do a few more. Option to hold if you prefer. So you might like to just stay here now in table and breathe. Otherwise, lowering down with each exhale. So a couple more. And then let's all lower down. Release the hands if you need to. You can just circle the wrists around. Stretch the legs out. Perhaps give them a little bit of a rub. Thanking your legs for keeping you stable and steady on the earth. Helping you move about in the world. All right, so our last pose before we sit and then relax, we'll do Paschimottanasana. As we come forward, we'll chant Om. So we'll do 3 of these and then we'll hold. So let's exhale all breath. Om. Inhale, take the arms up. Om. Om. Staying now in the forward fold for a few breaths. Inhale. Bring your palms together. Exhale. So I thought we might just sit just for a couple of minutes. Grab any support you might need. You can kneel, you can have the legs stretched out. Bring your hands into your favourite mudra position. So perhaps Shana mudra, index finger and thumb lightly joined, or Dhyani mudra, the mudra of contemplation, with the one palm on top of the other and your tips of the thumbs touching. Nice straight tall spine. The eyes are lightly closed. And if it feels comfortable to do so, also incorporating Shambhavi Mudra, so gazing to the center of the forehead. Perhaps a gentle smile on your lips and just pressing the tip of the tongue against the roof of the mouth. This can also help to quieten the mind. So just sitting in silence for a couple of minutes before we lie down to relax. Time without rushing. Come to lie down for Shavasana. Just try not to disturb your peace. Make sure that you're warm, have all the support you need. I'd like to begin Shavasana the way we commenced our practice, by working with the cannon breath 3 times. So taking little sips of air as you inhale. When you can't breathe in anymore, you hold the breath, you bring as much tension into the body as you can, and then let it all go as you exhale. Just 2 or 3 of these. And just let yourself give in, let go deeply and completely. The whole body very heavy, very warm, and very relaxed. Perhaps hearing the echo of Om through the body. And perhaps just enjoying silence. Feel free to stay as you are if you'd like to rest a bit longer. Otherwise, I invite you now to start to deepen the breath. Bring a little movement into your fingers and toes. Have a nice stretch. Just roll to one side, stay there for a moment. You might like to say to yourselves a few times, I radiate the energy of stability and peace all around me. I radiate the energy of peace and stability all around me. And then slowly making your way up to sit. We'll close our practice with one Om this morning. So bringing your arms out to the side, deep breath in. Om. Namaste. Thank you for joining me this morning. It's nice to be back. Love to you all and see you soon. Bye.